So I saw
Good evening, wherever you are. Soon as you get a touch of the video, please share the video. Share the video because I'm here to set the record straight on several issues. And if you know me, you know what I stand for. So I think it's important that I set the record straight. I read something. The content isn't available right now. Well, I did well. I screenshot it. I'm going to the counselor's page to look for the write-up. But every now and then you see that the content is not available. And I don't understand why the honorable counselor will put something on Facebook, then pull it down. So I'll use the screenshot version. So since I'm looking for it and can't find it, I have the screenshot version. I will go with it. But before I go with it, I got something to say with the ANC Daniel Sano issue. And you guys know me. I don't bite my tongue. I also have something to say with the attack on Tanji Banto. I've also have something to say on what Stanton Witherspoon said with regards to the government. And so with that said, I think I should proceed. I'm not one of those that wait for 1 million people to tune in before I say what I have to say. No, that's not me. I say what I got to say. So I get to move on. And let me start first with the Daniel Sano issue, so as to fire up the crowd. You know, we get too emotional and we get too sensitive. And it sometimes put us in the position as if to say we're dummies, we're stupid, we're uneducated people, which is not the case. But the way sometimes we act, it amazes some of us. If for any reason Alexander Coleman said nothing has happened, and somewhat paraphrasing, he says he doesn't see the change. I'm sure he's being sarcastic. And I will think he's being sarcastic. That's the job of a politician. If you say, I don't see anything, you expect him to say, I see a lot of good things and I see a lot of changes. You expect that from Cummins? No. So, I mean, that's the role he has to play. Whether he's been disingenuous, whether he's been unfair, that's something that's up to him. But for Daniel Sanders to say that Cummins is a political dwarf, I want you to understand the qualification given to the word dwarf. Daniel Sanders, and I'm making this to get my audience to come. My main topic tonight is on something I feel is unfair. So I'm just beating around the bush with this subject matter. Daniel Sanders never said that Cummins was a dwarf. He did not say Alexander Cummins is a dwarf. That's not what he said. He said Alexander Cummins is a political dwarf. He qualified the word. Oh, it gets under the so-called educated elite skin. Some of the very supporters of government who ought to know better as to what we call in politics rhetorics, what we call political jargons, what we do when we coin phrases to describe our opponents and weaken them. They say they're educated. And this young man referred to Alexander Cummins as a political dwarf, which means in politics, he's short. You expect Daniel Sanders to refer to Cummins as a political giant when you have Joseph Boakai with almost 50% of the votes looking for one person. George, we are hustling to get to 50%. He's around the 40% percentile or 38, 37. You got the other people coming in at 24, maybe, or at any given point in time, senators or whatsoever, everybody gets some kind of percentage. And Alexander Cummins, a dear friend of mine, gets less than 1%. And you expect Daniel Sanders to qualify him as a political giant? No. It is what it is. What Daniel Sanders said was that Cummins is a political dwarf. Meaning, when you take the heights of the political giants in the country, Cummins is by no measure a political giant. Saw that in the past elections. Why they up it on them, all of them, they passing. Akko them passing. Everybody passing. So he was dwarfed politically. Meaning he was made short. He's way down there. And people took it and they ran with it. As if to say that that cost the man bad cost. No, it's politics. Cummins in Liberian politics is not a political giant. He's a political dwarf. He's way down. He's less than 1%. It is what it is. Now you are turning all around all the costs. So Cummins will not be a politician. He's going to be a baby now. You're going to go babysit him and protect him. He has to be strong. I admired him the other day because he took my advice. Y'all go find my tapes. The poor man was not a gay. Like me, he got friends that are gays, family members. And when you look at Liberians, they don't, from a constitutional national standpoint, we don't despise gay or whatsoever openly, but we don't accept them legally either. So Kumis was trying to be careful when he said, it's a situation that I struggle with. Because I don't want to condemn them, so that they don't feel bad about me. And I don't want to support them, so that the people can say, I'm bringing gay people to the country. So, damn if I do, damn if I don't. So, I find myself in the middle. It's a situation I struggle with. Boom. They accused the man of being gay. Instead of being forceful, he didn't do it. Instead of coming back, he took it for granted. But you saw his comeback recently. And I dare you, the next time somebody will say to Kumis, any journalist who will ask him again, are you gay? His response to them will not be pleasant. It will not be pleasant. He will not call so, but he will smile and say, in order for you to know, why not bring your mom to my house tonight? And she will be the best person to tell you. And then you will holler, whoa, Kumis, whoa, 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 whoa. People are being too sensitive. I'm not here for that. Daniel Samuels said that Kumis was a political dwarf. He didn't say Kumis shot a dwarf or Kumis is a dwarf. He said Kumis is a political dwarf. He's absolutely quite correct. If you only got 1%, you are a political dwarf, not a giant. So put yourself together and go sit down somewhere and let everybody learn and let the country move forward. Let me move to the next one, the issue of Tanchi Bantu. You know, see these seditions, you people think you got monopoly over violence. You are wrong. You're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. You're going to keep pushing things until people respond. Today you are without a party headquarters. And somehow, because you think somehow you're going to build a party headquarters, that somehow you're going to win the election now. You're far away. Anybody that says something against George Weah, you won't kill them. And I don't blame you guys for the level of violence that you continue to perpetrate against innocent citizens who are only exercising their rights. Because every time police get the opportunity to deal with you guys, they think about the noise and what people will say. And then when the court system is supposed to act, they get scared because they think people will be labeled as political prisoners. Sheer stupidity, in my opinion. The law is the law. And if you break the law should take its course. The attack on Tanji is serious for me. And the police should do everything to arrest those responsible, and the government needs to set an example that others will fear. On the issue of drugs, I left China a week ago. I entered Monrovia, I rested a couple of hours, and I headed to Ghana to attend the BBC conference. Upon my return, I intend to write or seek audience with the president. I think it's time to open Bella Yala. I think it is time to reopen Bella Yala to be able to transfer drug barons and drug dealers there. I think it's time. That's where they should be. Not in Monrovia, not in Grand Jida, but in Bella Yala. That is my candid opinion. Let me see if I can find the purpose for which now I'm here. I only can look for my 150 mark. So when I get my 150 mark, I'll do what I got to do. All right. The issue of Brian McGill is going to set the tune for how we look at some of the people who say they are educated and are professional people. If you see me point my finger like this, it means it is serious. Before I go to Tiawon, let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. Here is Vic June, the lady whose video I talk about. A well-known activist and advocate for women. Boasting and bragging. And laying out everything how she spoke with the girl father. She went to the gender ministry. She talked to the police. Yeah, hold on.
You're not shame or just in front of the girl.
You see it?
I mean, like, just have some shame, you know, like that. But I mean, now
she concluded from the Photoshop generated on Facebook that the man had undressed himself in front of the lady. You can't be an advocate or an activist like that. You got to go for the truth. You have to go for the truth. All right?
McGill and a 14-year-old survivor. So in advocacy, we try to speak in context in an effort to empower somebody who is...
So when I tell you, I watched the video...
inquiry I made with one or two institutions.
You see?
So yeah, I met with him and, we spoke. Like I said, I'm just going to give you a summary of what he said to me, his account.
Now, the care follow.
This young lady, the survivor, is staying with his sister. So I asked him whether the sister is a biological or cousin-like, and he said, oh no, they just, having the brother and sister, relationship, but they're not related because me, I like to be accurate with information sharing.
All right.
Yeah. So the young lady at 10 o'clock, she was not home. So the sister had called him and the father saying, oh, is the survivor home with you? And he was like, no, she's not here. She's supposed to be with you.
And yeah, 10 o'clock, the girl was not home. On a Saturday, 10 o'clock, the girl was not home. On a Saturday, right? And the girl mother called him. All right? I want you to follow. She said she spoke with him and she's coming word for word.
So he too being worried and the lady too being worried, so they started looking for her.
Okay.
But then he said that while he was on his way, because he initially told me, he said that he wanted to go complain to the police station to say, oh, my child is not home yet, and like that. I think he's very knowledgeable about what to do as a parent. Yeah, and I must applaud him for that. His name is Christopher. Yeah, I really wish other dads, could follow up. Like if you don't see your child, you ask one or two areas. The first point of contact is the police. Even me, as an activist or advocate, they tell us you have to liaise with the police. Yeah. So when he said it, I said, oh, this guy, he's knowledgeable, and I must applaud him for that. So yeah, while he was, still looking for her, in the effort of looking for her, he saw a motorbike passing. Yeah. with somebody like her on the bike. And then true to his observation,
while looking for her after 10 o'clock, he saw a motorbike passing. Coincidentally, he saw a motorbike passing like her on the bike. Mind you, it is well established that Brian McGill and this girl's quote-unquote father, who works in the ministry under Brian McGill, did not get along, do not see eye to eye, had well-known beef on administrative issues. Okay?
she was the one in the back. So
She was the one in the back.
So the back guy went track her.
I gotta carry it back. I want you to hear it.
So the back guy went track her to police. Yeah. So when he said it, I said, "Oh, this guy, he's knowledgeable, and I must applaud him for that." So yeah, while he was, still looking for her in the effort of looking for her, he saw a motorbike passing. Yeah, with somebody like her on the back, and then
coincidentally,
she was the one in the back. So they live not far from a drugstore. So the bad guy went track her to the drugstore, and then when the bad guy was coming back now, so the father stopped the bad guy and said, "There's a young lady on the bike, and where you drop her?" So it's the bad guy who said, "I drop her at the drugstore." So he said he wanted to take the bike license plates, at that time. And then he asked, "Well, where you took her from?" But no license plates were on the bike. So the guy said, "Well, I took her from around the complex, just around the same ministry you can suppose."
Boom! I took her from around the complex. Remember now, the time is after 10 o'clock. It's going to 11 o'clock now. Motorbike man tells the father, I took her from around the complex on the Saturday. Right? Going to 11 o'clock in the night. Don't sleep on me.
So the high was like, "Okay, but did she pay you?" And the back I said, "Yeah." And he said, "How much?" "Give me $50. So, he said, "But I pulled her to the drugstore." So the father was like, "Okay." So the high, Krishna, the father, went to the place for church. He saw the young lady. And then she was looking like really terrified. And then he started asking her. He said, because she actually afraid of him. He's somebody that can discipline her. So she didn't want to talk to him. He was like, "Where you coming from?" You would tell me. Like, obviously your father got angry and blah, blah, blah. So he was literally like, "If you don't tell me, so the lady was shivering and she didn't want to talk. She said, "Well, if I tell you, it be me." And then you were like, "Okay, but I'll not be, but you got to tell me." So there's an elderly woman, what he said, like a grandma, who then said, "Don't pressure her. Let me, talk to her." So the grandma went and asked her, like, "What's going on? Just tell me the truth." She said, "Oh, my power, oh, my say, your power not be you, just tell me." So now how the survivor went and explained to the woman and said, "I was tempered with, call him Uncle Bryant. Uncle Bryant said that he wanted, I think, fever leaf. Yeah, I think so, fever leaf. I seem to be correct, but it was food." So here is the whole situation with the food thing. The sister he's staying, but the survivor is staying with is the one.
I want you to listen. Because now it's on a Saturday. It's around 11 o'clock. According to the girl father explaining to this activist that the girl will tell the old lady now that Uncle Brian tempered with her. And she's going to explain to the old lady that Uncle Brian said he wanted food, fever tea, on a Saturday at a government office. Follow. Because it would turn out that the girl man can sell food.
Sports, and then
no, go back, because you mentioned the canteen.
One of the Bryants said that he wanted, I think, fever leaf. Yeah, I think so, fever leaf. I seem to be correct, but it was food. So here is the whole situation with the food thing. The sister he's staying, but the survivor is staying with is the one selling in the canteen at the Ministry of Eating Sports. And then obviously people can buy food. So this young lady is one of the people that can carry food to the offices when they buy. So she said that Uncle Bryant, quote unquote, the deputy minister, and McGill, had asked for fever leave. So she went to make delivery of the fever leave. So and he jumped on her, like you forced her. So then the woman asked, like, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, you sure?" And they asked, but then they checked. The father said her backings were like tuned up. So yeah, and the father said you could see that she had her clothes were torn up and really rough. And then, he asked, like...
That is enough for me. I will go into subsequent details, and the thing I want to address is, The girl father saw this motorbike. Going to 11 o'clock, he looked at that the girl was on the motorbike. So he followed the motorbike, and he saw the motorbike coming back. Hey, man, the girl you have on that motorbike look like my daughter. Where you drop her at? I drop her to the drugstore. She pay you? Yeah. Okay. Bye, I see you. When, on the lady girl. An elderly woman said, don't force her, don't talk, let me talk to her. This is Saturday. This is around 11 o'clock in the night. The lady girl said, oh, we're at the canteen. Uncle Brian said he want food. He want that fever lead. They gave me the fever lead. I carry the fever lead. That's how he jumped on me. It turns out that the Ministry of Youth and Sports got CCTV footage. Number one. Number two, nobody works there on a Saturday. No canteen open. Number three, so there was no fever tea, rice, or cooking or whatsoever. But police goes in, long story short now, bring the CCTV footage, turn the whole place upside down for Saturday. Turns out nothing happened there that Saturday. Brian was never there, according to the information we gathered and what the facts are pointing to right now in this case. The man was not there. There was no restaurant, no cooking, nothing of such nature. So let's go back to the fact that this girl said Brian tempered with her. Later on, you will find out, because I won't play, what they call, in the scene, Vic doing something. I made them download it. He will explain that when they carry the guy to the hospital, the people say, but madam, we can't say you are not raped because for what we see, penetration took place. So right there, semen sample was gathered. So that one, another something you got to play with. So long you come down, your semen there. So long you enter, your semen there. But the report said that was not our first time. Meaning, she had been doing things before. So here is the question the police ask. All of what you explain, we look at the CCTV camera, it's not there. Saturday, the people not work. The men were not there. Your man cook. No restaurant open. No fever tea. What do your men do that thing here now? It's the question. Why they were saying say you were raped? Let's get the DNA. That time the Pa and Brian, that in the beef now, the story start changing to this, to this, to this. Let's find out what the same particular girl now, talking to Gregory again today. The same Vic June. Come see what she will say.
Well, the whole thing, how is it like? After the woman explained to him now,
So,
this is what the young lady, this is
yeah,
what said.
but I'm not going with that. I'm going with this. I'm going to go with today version. The version of today. Y'all be patient. Be patient. Just give me 1 minute. Let me go back here. Come right at me. So Liberian people can look at me. I'm different. There's something I got to say.
Give him hints about how the whole investigation has been. That the police, some of them were even putting words in your mouth. Oh, you sure that they only...
Hey, come on, man. Come on, don't do this. Read this thing.
Give him hints about how the whole investigation has been. That
it
the
was
police
7:50.
You show that you can do whatever you want to do, and it's unfair.
Yeah,
Seriously,
hold
it's
on.
very unfair. I want to just let you know that the action you've taken, you know, that bring people upset from past time, they're going to remind you that you're undermining this government, and in this government, they like bring people
That the activists,
and I
instead
think
of
the reason you kind of seem
or
relaxed
activists
with
now.
what you're doing is because one or two defend your actions, so you feel like you say that. But I want to tell you that those that do not go in the comment section to defend you or even ask questions, they will hold you accountable.
That today,
this
you gotta listen.
you've done. Yes.
Okay,
so,
listen.
I'm still in touch with the young lady's father, and yesterday I checked on him, and then he said the young lady, you know, gave him hints about how the whole investigation has been. That the police, some of them were even putting words in your mouth. Oh, you show that the only man you not sleep with, and we say you get boyfriend on this side, get boyfriend. Like, how is that your business? A 14-year-old girl, even if she been sleeping around, and the particular man go there. Now, he don't want to get see, and she reported that particular moment at that time that he is the one who has something to do with her. Why are you pushing words in her mouth? Also, he mentioned to me that day before yesterday, which was I think Wednesday or day before yesterday, either Wednesday or Tuesday, that he and Eiffel had gone to the Ministry of Gender for conference. The police called them for a conference, and then the police said that the investigation, all the investigation they've been doing, the young lady said she was the only person to the complex that day on August 30th, but then the CC camera showing other people there, so it's a contradiction. Like, what are you saying? Do you know who a minor is at this point? So that's why I started by giving you a history that you know.
You see?
You're serving this police before.
You see?
So you know everything you're doing.
You see? You see? You see? You see? So, one of the people that really messed this case up is this lady. Look at the name she calling. Eiffel. Even if I didn't know the girl Manny or whoever, the girl Pa, Eiffel, the girl Pa say he and Eiffel. Who is Eiffel? We just talk in this country. We mess things up. The police want to do a professional job. The reason the police said there must be probable cause, because the police established there's a beef between Brian and this gentleman who is not the girl's biological father. Okay? The girl only lives with his sister. And all the stories are not adding up. And that the only thing that could most likely bring it to a close is a DNA test. But when I saw Councillor Gongloe write today, take me to my gallery, take me to my shots. The first thing I saw, female association, lawyer association wants Brian McKay arrested. I'm like, are you kidding me? They are lawyers, for God in heaven's sake. I'm trying to find what the councillor wrote. Apparently, I did not send it to this phone, which I should have done when I screenshot it. But I have it on this phone that I'm broadcasting on, which I will do. And then I went there just now, Councillor, and I take it because apparently somebody told you, say, the 1898 you're talking about. Look at what Councillor Gongloe was quoting. How in 1898 there was a case involving one Coleman. In 1898 there was no CCTV camera. In 1898 there was no DNA machine. In 1898, you bring Supreme Court case, 1898, in 2025, that once the victim said a person raped them, they were arrested, according to Councillor Tiawon Gongloe. And once there was penetration, They needed no circumstantial evidence to hold that person accountable. Well, my learned counselor, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm not stupid. In that case, as you alluded to, there was penetration. In this case, penetration has not been established. That Brian penetrated her. No. And in 1898, they were looking for penetration. In 2025, we get DNA results. In 1898, there was no CCTV camera. In 2025, if you say it happened over there, the cameras are there. This man is trying to do a professional job. And people like Councillor Gongloe wants to score political points. I'm not here to defend a perpetrator. But I'm here looking at a professional career police officer that is being swamped all the time by individuals who should know better. Who should not be telling us about 1898 Supreme Court case. You shouldn't be telling us that. Now, I asked a question that triggered a debate. My question was simple. If tomorrow somebody said, Tiawon raped me last night, so they should just catch Tiawon Gongloe and lock him up, will that be okay? And everybody seemed to be running away from a question. Nobody wants to say yes. If they say Tiawon raped tonight, you'll lock him up. Do you know the kind of chaos you will create in our country? That means tomorrow, if somebody don't want Alexander Cummings to run 5 days to the election, won't catch you. Y'all come for me, oh. Y'all come for me. Cummings raped me. Can the girl cry now? How Cummings rape her? Cummings were looking innocent that I would go catch him and put him in jail. Your answer now. We are members of the intelligentsia. If someone does not want George Weah to run tomorrow, 1 week to the election, they should just get on and say, or 2 weeks, because the campaign will be on. You want him to campaign for 3 weeks. One guy just need to wake up and cry and say, George Weah rape her. We just handcuff him and take him straight to jail. Charge him. George Weah can't get on the campaign trail again to run. George Weah can't say nothing because he's in jail. Is that what you want? Somebody said they raped them on Saturday. Saturday did not exist. They went to buy fuel, and they went to carry fuel tea. There was no cooking that day. The man getting the food, the man was never present. They carried the food to Brian in the office. Brian was nowhere around there. The CCTV camera showed different thing. And the police wants to do a professional job. And at the end of the day, none of the stories adding up. But there is one story that remains consistent, even with the so-called advocate, that this girl had been doing men business. It does not negate the fact that she can be raped. She can be raped. But we must also be careful. You cannot sleep with John and his semen in you, and you say that Joey. We agree that is semen in there. But whose semen is it? Is it John or Joshua? How are we able to determine that it is not John or it is not we? We got DNA now. Liberians, why are we like this? All our friends are seeking on ways to improve. We just living in primitive times. The people we expect to know better seem to be showcasing that they know nothing. They know nothing. And my concern as a Liberian, if we allow Tiawon then to say this, people will start to use it as a political weapon. As soon as they know some kind of senator coming to run and he will win, the judge will pay one girl street there. Oh, the man raped me. Pala, you in jail. They put you in jail. You can't run again. We cannot do that. We will not do that. And I want to thank Gregory for being a professional career police officer. If there is no probable cause, let the likes of Councillor Tiawon, Gongloe, and others find a place to score political points. But let the law be the law. It is your job to investigate. And if you're not convinced with this scattered, disjointed, uncorroborated, unscientifically proven evidence, you do what you got to do. You are a professional. Stand your ground and be professional. I will speak to other issues tomorrow. By the way, I completed the conference and I completed the training and I got my certificate this evening. Just as I did from China also. But I can't break the news to you. But I'm carrying good news back to my people at LBS. They received half of the first one. The other half